Hello, I'm Matt McKee. I'm the manager of building operations with the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. It takes a lot to keep a building the size of the million-square-foot Federal Reserve Bank with a comfortable and healthy environment for our workers. A big part of our operation is the large fan system that delivers air to the office spaces throughout the building. We're in the mixed air chamber of our fan system. This is the beginning of the air's path getting down to the office spaces. In this room, warm air is returned from the building and then mixed with outside air. The outside air does two parts for us. One, it mixes in, always mixing in fresh air so that we have a healthy environment for the building. And two, being controlled by a computer automation system, it looks at outside air conditions and brings in more or less fresh air so that we can get free cooling in the building when the conditions are right, saving us energy on our operation. Once the air is mixed in this chamber, it then moves through a large filter bank. We have 132 filters here that are high efficiency. They remove more than 95% of the particulates in the air, and they also cause a low pressure drop, meaning that the air moves freely through them and the fans don't have to work as hard, which again saves us energy as we try to make the most efficient operation possible. Okay, this is an example of the filters used in our main fan system. There's 132 of these filters on each fan wall, which there are two of in the overall system. These are high efficiency filters that remove over 95% of the particulates in our fan airstream. After the air has been mixed and then filtered, it then moves in to the fan chamber here, which is the next step in the process of delivering air to the office space. In this room, the air is cooled and dehumidified, as well as the fans are actually in this room that then push the air down to the office space. So let's take a look. The air passes through these large coils, which are moving 45-degree chill water through them to bring the air temperature down from about 71 degrees down to about 55 degrees. This one makes it more comfortable for the occupants, and two takes the humidity out of the air. A neat thing that we do here as well is that as we take the humidity out of the air, we collect the water and we pump it back into our cooling tower, which saves us on water consumption. We remove over 400,000 gallons of water a summer. Once the air has been cooled and dehumidified, it moves to our fan wall. This is a large array of fans that then produces the pressure to move the air through the building. There are 42 fans here that combine to move over 315,000 cubic feet of air per minute. It gives us the volume of air that we need to keep the building in a comfortable and healthy operational condition.
The chiller room is the heart of our cooling system. We cool water down to 43 degrees to provide cooling for the building. You can see it takes some large equipment to cool a building the size of the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. We have 4 600-ton chillers. A ton is the unit of measurement for cooling. We can compare our 600-ton chillers to the 5-ton you may have for a typical house air conditioner. All of our chillers and associated pumps are designed to maximize redundancy and are computer controlled to maximize efficiency as well.
Okay, so now we're at the cooling tower. The cooling tower is the last step in the chiller system that provides a cool temperature for our office spaces and the critical computer rooms. At this point, the warm water that was created down in the chillers, removing heat from those spaces, is pumped up through the tower here. The water is then evaporated, and that evaporation process releases heat to the atmosphere, thus completing the removal of heat from places that we don't want it out to a more acceptable location, and that is how we cool the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago.